Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry I'm a little late. We were visiting with the family a little bit. Spending some time with my parents, so we didn't make it to the house until what now? 5:20 p.m. So I just want to knock out some analysis. We're going to go over the broader market. We're going to talk about AMC as well. Terrible day for AMC, down almost 14%. You can see there, down to $21.36. But a lot of what I've been talking about, it pretty much hasn't changed. So my mind hasn't changed on the general TA regarding not only AMC but the broader market in general. So let's dive in. So first, I want to talk about ES1, which is obviously like SPX futures, and talk about where we're at with it. And just so that I'm being clear on where I stand with this, okay? Overall, I still am bullish on this overall situation, and what that means is, and please put me in my proper context where I want to be, which is looking at this through a macro lens, right? Like I'm not here to on a day by day basis. Like my precision isn't so much focused on the day to day, but more of over the course of the coming weeks and months, right? That's what I'm really focusing on here to determine the general direction of the market through technical analysis. That's my main goal with the channel. So with ES1, and SPY as a result of that, and we'll talk about SPY in this context. I am expecting this to play out like a rising wedge, even though there is the case to be made that you do also have more of a channel look that's occurring here. I do think that what's going to end up occurring is that you're going to have a breakdown out of here, similar to what you are already seeing here. You might even hold this as support here, tap the top of this bear trend that we've been watching on all of these charts, this macro bear trend. You see it here on the SPY chart as well. Same exact trend line. And then you get rejected down. And you can see this liquidity region here a little bit clearer because I've already marked it out, but I'm expecting you to turn around in this range. So this is between $412 on SPY and $416. And this would also correlate with a Fibonacci if you drew it from here. This would be like your 382 to 0.5 region. You could see a deeper retracement into this, the golden territory here, which is like the 618 down to the 707, I would say. Dude, I changed the size. I changed the size of this. I guess I have to do it for every chart if they're already loaded, huh? Because it's big on AMC, big on Bitcoin. I thought I already changed it. Yeah, see, it's small on GME. What's up with that, dude? All right, let me change this right quick so that whenever I do go back to talk about GME. All right. So, I do think that your best chance is this initial liquidity region here, 410 to 415. I suppose you can make the case that you could make a big splash down to 402 to 406 region, but I do think that that would be like a relative bottom. 400 at the 786. I mean, look, there's a good case to be made for that. And you are still bullish if that's the case. Let's take a look at this localized downtrend here that you broke and see if there's a way that you would perhaps interact with this on that sort of move. No, you wouldn't be able to do that. But this is the type of move that you're expecting. So I would expect you to pretty much hold this 400 region on this Fibonacci. Let's see if we do it hypothetically from a deeper. Yeah, I think that you would pull it from this. This would be like your ultimate bottom. But generally speaking, what I'm saying here is I'm not expecting lower lows, okay, overall on SPY and ES1 as a result of that. I actually think that the most likely scenario is that you pull back briefly down to the regions that I talked about, 400 to 415-ish on the macro. And what that'll look like on a path is you probably pop up here, get rejected down, test some liquidity regions like this, and then everyone is calling for the bear market to continue before you probably break this downtrend. That is still my conviction. That is the most likely scenario in my mind right now. Now, if you fail 410, and then you make a lower low in this way, then I would probably change my mind, and perhaps then I would buy more into the bear case, on a macro sense. So that's how I would be playing that, on the day by day. I am expecting tomorrow to be a green day, for SPY, and SPX in general. All right, so let's talk about Bitcoin is in a key territory right now for the next hour and a half, and by the time you're watching this, probably for the next hour, that'll be 7 p.m. Central is when you'll get this daily close. Bitcoin desperately needs to have a daily close that is above. Hold on, what is this origination for this trend line? It's all like whenever I transition from my phone lately on TradingView, when I'm transitioning from my phone to my computer, the levels are so like different. Like the lines are all like wonked out. Like they're totally different. But basically, I would say the main thing is you want to close in this liquidity region, and I'll be honest with you, it's not looking very good. You want to close above 2373. 23,750 really was the level that I talked about on Twitter yesterday. Let's see. I mean, you do have like a bit of a reversal candle here with this hammer. Perhaps you print a doji on this 4 hour. Yeah, but then your daily close would be outside of that region. Yeah, Bitcoin needs to get to work here. You really want to see. Let me look at a lower time frame here for Bitcoin just to get a better idea. Because if you can't get back into one of these uptrends here, and you can't get back up into this liquidity region, and you might even retest it here and fail, you start to look like distribution on lower time frames here, and that means that you're probably going to get sit down here. I would say, let's see, pull a fib. Yeah, this will look like distribution. You probably get sent down to 22.3, $22,000, I would say, before you have any realistic chance to support. So you really want to get a daily close above 23.750. Honestly, it might be a good short opportunity if you I'd expect that towards the end of this session here, you probably have a spring up here at 23.750. If you close below, like if it's looking like this, you're going to come back and test this 382. You're probably in a good position to be shorting. Sorry, that's not what that's going to look like, but you get the idea. But obviously, have a stop loss, have a plan when it comes to that. But that's generally how I'd be playing Bitcoin. I mean, to be honest with you, let me look at ETH as well, just to get a better idea of where I stand on crypto. Because I've mainly been playing ETH, but ETH is a little bit more risky, so I don't talk about it too much on the channel. But it does have like a different vibe than Bitcoin does. So let me do the Binance chart. Let's see. Go to log. Why is it doing that automatic shit? I mean, let me see. Yeah, I mean this it's things have developed really badly here for crypto in general. I mean, I was saying, the past few days I've been saying that I've been really bullish on crypto. But now I'm not gonna lie, these things are starting to look like they want to turn around. And that's the thing about markets, like especially when you're looking at these sorts of moves. Timing is everything, and you really needed like a key move for Ethereum through resistance here, and you just never got it. You got that more lethargic sort of move between the 12th and the 13th here, and that really was a detriment to Ethereum. And yeah, I mean, overall, this looks like it's going to get sent down here. Let's see. Yeah, makes sense. Look, this is I'm probably going to actually go net short here. Honestly, if you close below, if you close outside of this uptrend here, you probably have an easy short. And it's going to take some time to play out. And you might even see some sort of fake out where you even double top here. But I would say that it'd be much more likely that in the long term that you get pressed down here to 1300 again. And I think Lamp actually just messaged me about that, if I'm not mistaken. If you don't follow him on Twitter, it's at Lamp Trades. And I saw him actually post about this last night, but it was late at night. He said that he wants to start a position at around 1300 to at around 1150. And he's basically just looking at this as a liquidity region here for a possible long entry on Ethereum. And then, I mean, it makes sense, but you just have to be careful here because this could be just a completed accumulation. Lamp, if you're watching this. Oh, my Discord is going to be like, bro, Lamp's the homie, dude. He helped me out a lot. But yeah, you could make the case here that you've had a perfect cause and effect. And so you just got to be careful. You want to see what the volume tells you more than anything, because this could just be a completed cause and effect accumulation and distribution at this key resistance level. And I mean, look, I'll be upfront with you. I was the one, about a week ago saying, look, ETH has got a good chance of going to $2,600, and that's still not impossible. Again, I mean, you could find support at one of these higher levels, get a real good volume push. Bulls still are in control of volume here, but I'd say just based on market structure, now you're looking more and more likely like you want to press down once you lose this uptrend here. Let me see if potentially there's another uptrend that you could draw off of this. Yeah, you've even lost this one. I mean, you really desperately need to break back into this uptrend. This would be the uptrend I'd really be watching for Ethereum. And look, this could be a big fake out, and you could start looking like a channel here actually. So just I'm telling you, the next hour or two is so crucial for crypto. Holy shit, man! It's actually pretty exciting. I love seeing this. Let's see how if there's a comparable kind of move for. I mean, Bitcoin does look significantly more bearish than Ethereum here. It looks like Bitcoin has gotten hit way harder by this move down. I mean, it is a rising wedge, but I don't know. You could get sent back up here. This could be a big bear trap. Yeah, you really got to watch the daily close on this. I know that I'm going back and forth. I like I said, I don't really want to make a decision on this until I see where that daily close is. And then if you close below here, I'd say you're in big trouble. Like if you press down and make a new low here off of this, what is this, 1823 for Ethereum? I'd say that your likelihood is that you're going to get sent down to at least 1718 there, that Fibonacci. So that's crypto. And then let's look into AMC. I know everybody's here for AMC. And I was not expecting to take 13 minutes to get to it, so I apologize for that. But hopefully you've gained some value off of the video so far, looking into the technical analysis and some of the ways that I view these charts. So this is what's going on. So yesterday I said I think that what's most likely is the next couple days are really boring. Boy, was I wrong about that. You immediately get pressed down as you break through this uptrend that you had for this ascending triangle that I was hypothesizing was forming, and clearly that was invalidated. Now, if you remember in yesterday's video, I can't remember if I did, but I know that on my mobile chart I had multiple lines of support drawn like this. This is still potentially an ascending triangle at this level. But I don't want to be overly optimistic and tell you guys, hey, oh yeah, let's just keep on drawing uptrends, and that's the most likely scenario. I will say that if you have a 14% down day, the most likely scenario is that you're gonna have a reaction up, right? Like that is certainly the most likely scenario. That doesn't mean that you're gonna press for a new local high and break out here tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, it's very likely that you're going to at least come up and retest this 2375 tomorrow before you test this uptrend again. And then once you test this uptrend, perhaps you come back up and you test this high before you have a breakout. Alternatively, though, once you test this 2375, you could come back here and you could fail here and then press down to 1975. And I mean, as volatile and as crazy as AMC has been the past few weeks, I mean, this is kind of par for the course at this stage, right? I know that AMC has been relatively boring compared to stocks like BBBY, but there's been a ton of volatility that has already occurred on AMC, and that's what people are forgetting, is that you're still in the middle of a move. And I think overall, in a macro sense, this is not a distribution. I think that what's occurring here is more of a backup phase where you're retesting this last point of support here at this, and potentially this 1975. And I mean, this is just an overall liquidity region. You've already retested here 1660, so I don't expect that. I think 1975 is pretty much the lowest that you can go, and still have it be considered accumulation. And then from there, you could kind of mosey around here before you come back and retest this 26-ish dollar level, do another reaccumulation, and then get sent back through this uptrend. I do still think that up is the likely. I do think that, like, on this move, 2742 won't be the local high. And I don't know if I mentioned this in any of my videos or anything, but I do think that from a local perspective, it's actually most likely that you press up into and we know that Amy loves her 786, don't we? I do think that most likely in the coming like weeks and months, you're going to see AMC press up to $36 to $39. That's my opinion, not financial advice, because I know that a lot of people are going to go, you said that it's going at $40, blah, blah, blah. I will say from a technical perspective, that's what makes most sense to me, just looking at this chart and the history of this chart. But that's not a guarantee, right? Like we've seen a lot of things shift. I mean, I was wrong on today, right? So obviously take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, make your own decision. Be smart. Don't risk like money you can't afford to lose on anything like that. But I do still think that that's the likelihood. Pulling this Fibonacci retracement, it just seems to make sense with the liquidity that's there. And then also let's do an extension. Trend-based extension off of this, and then pretend that we come back down and test 1975 and see if we have significance at the $40-ish level. Not too much. Perhaps if we localize it a little bit more. I don't really like. I don't think. From an extension standpoint, I don't think that it really aligns with. I mean, you could make the case here that you press into this region, but yeah, I think that like $35 to like $40 on this localized move. And I'm not saying that that's like necessarily the top. Like let's just say, for example, that's what occurs, right? Probably look more something like this. You press up, retest. Go to this $40, and then perhaps you distribute back down, and then you reaccumulate, and then you press further up. But obviously that all depends on volume. But looking at things here, I am overall still optimistic on AMC, and I mean, look, that's what I'm known for, is like being bearish when everybody else is bullish and saying that we're going to the moon tomorrow. I'm still overall optimistic. I like the chart. I like where the stock is standing, and if you're in this for a long-term hold, I think that these press downs, in my opinion, that's an opportunity to get a better average or get a little bit more equity built up in your position before you ultimately see the rally that you've been probably buying into if you're watching this video. That's overall where I stand on AMC. We can look at GME briefly. Still think GME looks really good. You're just coming back. You're retesting these key regions. I don't think anything has really changed on GME. I'm still viewing it the same way. Love the chart. I know a lot of people thought it was really funny how like in the middle of the video I was like, dude, why didn't anybody tell me about this? But I really like the way that GME looks right now. So I think overall everything's pretty much in alignment. Really be watching crypto the next hour or two. I'm about to go make some steaks. But yeah, so be paying attention to that if you're interested in crypto. And then yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, I'm gonna cut it there. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna be posting daily, at least once every day during the week, Monday through Friday. So and yeah, a lot of things to come on the channel. That's pretty much it. Yeah. This is a really awkward ending. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, though. And until next time, peace. This awkward silence makes me crazy. Da, 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 da. Boy, I'll try to kiss you if you let me. Y'all don't know about that Blink 182. Tidal Waves Day.